Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about the upcoming price of the Tesla Model Y, the new Model Y Juniper refresh, and of course, not the launch series because we know exactly what that is, but the non-launch series, and some other important things like, is a 7-seater going to be coming out? And also, when will a performance Model Y be coming out, if it actually is going to be coming out? So we're going to talk about that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage Tesla, my name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And so I want to hear from you the top answers to these top 3 questions about the new Model Y. And then of course, I'll give my prediction as well. But certainly if you've got a guess to one of these 3 things, I want to hear what you want to say about it, and whether it's in the live stream or in the video comments down below in the description. But I feel like the top 3 questions at the moment right now for the brand new Tesla Model Y is, the first one is going to be like, when is the non-launch series going to end? What's the demand like? It actually seems like there is a good amount of demand for launch series, and so if there's good demand for the launch series, it could be a little bit delayed in when a non-launch actually comes out. The next one, I feel like I get this a lot: when will a 7-seater start to come out for the Model Y? I would imagine they're gonna get one, but certainly we have no idea. Tesla could be going in different directions, and maybe they're gonna ditch like that SUV, because the third, well, not ditch but the SUV, but ditch like the third row capability of it, because it's not really a big SUV, and even the Model Ys that do have a 3rd-seater, it's very, very small. And then the last one is, when performance? When do you think a Model Y performance will actually come out? And so I put a poll on the channel, and I asked these questions to everybody on the channel community page. And so, when do you think Tesla will release a new Model Y performance soon? And an overwhelming 57% said yes, in Q3 of this year. And I kind of agree with that, because certainly in this first or second quarter right now, we're going to be going and starting with the launch series. Then non-launch will start to come out, whether it's like April to June. And then I think Q3 is a good time for the performance to actually come out, because if you look at it, that's when like Model 3 performance actually came out at that same time frame. I mean, maybe as late as Q4 of this year, definitely not 2026. I don't think that would be the case, because Tesla wants volume, and the Model Y performance brings its excitement to the vehicle, and also there's that halo trickle-down effect as well. The second one is, do you think Tesla will release a 7-seater refresh Model Y? And looking at the votes here, it's actually pretty interesting. 45% said yes, and 37% said no. And so I'm like 50-50 on this as well. I would imagine they would release a 7-seater, but it's almost like they're not positioning it to be a SUV anymore. They want people to step up to a Model X for a true 3rd row, but even that one's not really a true 3rd row as well. Like, the SUVs that have 3 rows are way bigger at this point, and so maybe a 3rd row doesn't actually come out for the Model Y at all. I mean, if you take a look at the current Tesla vehicles, it has the 3rd row, like the long range. And of course, only the long range has the 3rd row if you're looking to get it. But maybe Tesla's looking at it and thinking like, hey, we have to discount these vehicles so much already. If it has a 7-seater, maybe it's not worth it at all. And we'd rather have people step up to the Model X and pay for that one at the end of the day. So I'm actually 50-50 on whether a 7-seater Model Y new refresh Juniper will come out at all. And the last one is a big one, and I think it can go either way. But what do you think of the price of the non-launch Model Y? Y will be. Will Tesla raise or lower the price of that vehicle? And it's almost 50-50 at this point as well between or I guess 30-30-30. We got people 33% saying that they're going to increase it by $1,000 or more. 39% said they're going to decrease it by $1,000 or more. And 24% said it will stay exactly the same. I think right off the bat, it could have a slight increase because Tesla knows this, we knows this, that Model Y has way more demand than the Model 3. They're already discounting the Model 3 by $2,500. At this point, I feel like a lot of people are waiting for this launch series to end. So I could easily see Tesla raising the price by $2,000, and whether it's not from the get-go or not, because remember, when the Model 3 Performance came out, there was a lot of demand right off the bat. It was priced well. It qualified for the $7,500 federal tax credit, and quickly Tesla rose that price by $2,000. And so I really feel like Tesla is going to come right out of the gate with a $2,000 price increase. And then, of course, if the demand isn't there, they'll drop it $1,000 or even flip-flop it the other way. Maybe it will be exactly how it is currently priced versus like the legacy Model Y versions, and then they'll increase it pretty quickly depending on demand, orders, and everything. So I would definitely be aware of that, depending on the demand of the non-launch Model Y, because more people want that vehicle. It's the best-selling vehicle in the world. And so certainly I could see increases, or at least quick fluctuation of price increases in the very near future of that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Certainly I feel like a lot of people are waiting and seeing. And on top of that, yesterday we talked about how like the demand is there for the launch series and how there potentially could be 20 to 30,000 orders out of the gate already with that. But then some people are actually saying that maybe there's 40 to 50,000 orders already out of the gate with that vehicle. So very interesting to see what could be happening. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage, let's get on to the next topic. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But thanks for that, everyone. Robert, thanks for coming in. What's the best option for selling a 2023 Model Y Performance so I can move to a Cybertruck, CarMax, Tesla trade-in, or Carvana? I guess, Robert, what part of the country are you in? Most likely, you're going to be the best option is going to be like Facebook Marketplace, depending on the price of that. If you want the easiest, then of course, CarMax. I mean, I would get a quote with all three of those and see which one is the highest. And you also want to keep in mind that some states have a trade-in tax credit where you only pay the difference on the tax differences between the two vehicles. So you want to make sure your state doesn't actually do that, because then you'll be shafting yourself in some valuation right there with that. But certainly I would just start with all three. My favorite is finding local mom and pop dealerships and trying to basically sell to them and bring all the different offers there and see if they can actually beat them, especially ones that specialize in Tesla vehicles, because that is really where you're going to make the most money. Thanks for coming in. Private might be your best bet, exactly, but sometimes you don't have time to do that, and not everybody has their financing set up or cash set up, and so it certainly could be a negative depending on how long you have to take. Insider, do you think there will be a 7-seater for the Juniper? I don't know, actually. I think I'm 50-50 on that. I potentially feel like Tesla could be killing it, so I will wait and see once it actually comes out. And I think what what you guys voted, it's almost 50-50. 45% said yes, and 37% said no. 13% said not sure. So really almost 50% said no or not sure about the Model Y 7. Seattle area, Robert. So yeah, then I would say get a quote with all three. We do in fact get the trade-in offset. I should ask about that. Good point. Yeah, so I would look into that, because let's say you're getting an offer from Tesla trade-in for $30,000, but then CarMax is like $31,000. Well, that trade-in tax credit most likely will outweigh that extra $1,000, and on top of that, ease of use and all that different thing. You just go one place and sell it and buy your new car at the same time, versus like the logistical stuff of, I mean, selling a CarMax is super easy these days as well. Rhonda, need a car right now in New Jersey, looking at a Model 3, or do you think Juniper non-launch will be soon or old if you've got bigger Y discounts, also looking for a lease? If you're looking for a lease, then definitely check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where we are tracking all the best deals that we're finding. Model Y, we're finding $6,000 off, and the beauty with these is that this is before the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save up to $500 to $2,500 off by using a referral code. But on top of that, on page 3 of this document that you can find down below, we keep track of the lease interest rates, because leasing still has a finance interest rate tied to it. And so you can see Model Y long range rear wheel drive has the best interest rate, 2.38%. So if you stack a lease with like this vehicle, a Model Y, oh no, this is an all-wheel drive. I thought this was a rear wheel drive, but we have found rear wheel drives that have like $3,000 to $4,000 discounts as well, where you can lease them. That is where you want to try and find situations like that, and see if you can find one with a good deal. JA, when will Model 3 performance incentives and discounts happen? Well, JA, actually, we talked about this, I think, a week or two ago. They've already increased the discounts on Model 3 performances. We are up to like $4,000 to $4,500 off. Let's see if some of these are still in stock, because I found those like a week ago, so they might be gone. Hey, no, actually, look, it's still good and ready to go. So $4,500 off a Ultra Red Model 3 Performance. This one actually has a shoot ton of miles, so I would stay far away from this one, but I imagine you can find some $4,000 discounts off, or $4,000 off prices for a Model Y Performance or a Model 3 Performance, sorry, in your area 100%. Let's see if this works. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage Tesla vehicles like this 2020, but if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, oh my goodness, it's happening twice now. I think what I need to do, I just need to do this. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage Tesla vehicles like this 2020 Tesla Model 3 for $10,000, or this Model S for... Sorry, I'm just having so many issues with my software these days. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage... All right, well, let's give up. Well, no, I need to figure this out because I can't But switch. If you're going to be buying one of these cheaper, low-cost, high-mileage Tesla vehicles like this 2020 Tesla Model 3 for $10,000, or this Model S for all types of packages. Row 35 in the deal list is sold. Yeah, I need to update this because Tesla will remove them pretty quickly, and then I'm not sure what's going on. There's no way to like, I guess I need like a bot to like track these and then tell me when the links are dead. I guess I need to figure out what a solution for that is. That tripped me out. Yeah, sorry about this. We're trying to figure out what's going on here with this, because last time I was able to clear it all. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheap... Oh, you know what? Maybe if I do that. Topic. Okay, now if I do this and then this. But if you're going to be buying one of these cheap... Because I can't switch. Low cost, high mileage. This is killing me. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I know we got a little bit of time before the Super Bowl. So thank you all for dropping by. Oh, okay. I think I figured it out. There we go. Okay, sweet. Let's see. When are we thinking the non-launch version Model Y will be available for order? A lot of people think that it's going to be, I guess I forgot to talk about that. I think it's going to be perfect. I think it's going to be, so March is when Juniper launch series begins, deliveries, the launch edition. I give it 1 to 2 months. So that puts us into April. And I think Tesla is going to kick off the non-launch. It would make sense to be like middle of the quarter or maybe even the beginning of the quarter. And so maybe it's like an announcement in April for it to actually queue up for the ordering pages. And then they switch to like it actually being delivered in May to June. And so actually, I would say April for launching of the website to show that it's ready to order, and May for actual deliveries of it, but more than likely May, June, I would say is about the right time period for like a launch period of that. Computers never let up from punishing people that take time off or go on the road. Yeah, 100%, Robert. Getting back into the desk, we got to figure out what's going on here. IT, you need to hit your quota for IT mid-mobile for the Stop the Haunting. Yeah, exactly. Mid-mobile, we got to do well. Talk about the Cybertruck. It's better. Yeah, Cybertruck is way better, but of course, it's also way more expensive than like a Model Y right now. Model Y with the inventory discounts and everything is like what, $40,000. Cybertruck is double that. DK, I got a link for the $2,500 off. Let me know. Yeah, for 100%. IT, I know an IT guy who can assist with you. IT daddy? No way. Do you know an IT person? Nice. Rhonda, but if I'm going to be buying a cheap, low cost, high mileage, need a sticker of this. What do you mean a sticker of this? Do you think 0% or do you think 0% APR will come out for the US and the Model Y? I don't know if 0% will come out. I think it's going to be closer to like 1.99 to 2.99 is what I believe it could be. But if you're just joining in, welcome. We talked about 3 questions about the Model Y. When is launch series? I'm going to say April, May. When 7-seater? 50-50 on that one. I'm not sure a 7-seater will be coming out from what Tesla's been doing. And I remember a post a long time ago that Tesla was trying to not go in the conventional way of an SUV. And so maybe they're scrapping the 7-seater and saying, if you want the third row, go buy a Model X. And then when performance, I think I agree with this consensus that Q3 of 2025, this year, a Model Y performance will come out. And then the last thing, non-launch pricing. That one is a tough one, but I really feel like it could be either the same price as the legacy old Model Y is, not of course with any discounts like the MSRP price, but I also think that it could quickly increase in price very, very soon after the launch, because Tesla is super flexible with pricing. They make decisions very quickly, so it could go up $1,000 to $2,000 like that, or maybe they're going to price it $2,000 up and then they'll drop it $1,000 to $2,000 each and every time or each and every week, because they know a lot of people want a Model Y non-launch in the US. So I could easily see that there's just way more demand for this vehicle. In this next topic, 2 mysterious vehicles have appeared in the latest Tesla video, and it certainly looks very interesting. Let's take a look at it. What are these 2 mysterious vehicles in the background of the new Model Y one? There's one on the left side. Maybe this is the Model Q, low cost, and there's one on the right side. That one definitely looks like a robotaxi, or maybe even a robotaxi non-robo, more cheaper variant of a Tesla vehicle. That one looks like, actually no, maybe this is a Roadster that's in the back of it, on top of it. But definitely go watch this video. Let us know, what do you think these 2 mysterious vehicles are in the latest Model Y video? And this one is throwing me for a curveball, and maybe this is real or maybe this is fake, but supposedly in the China market, this was a Model Y that's been completely covered in Jiangsu yesterday. I mean, we've got covering on the wheels, covering on the sides, covering on the front, and coverings on the rear. And one could think, if this is not a Model Y Juniper launch edition and they're still doing testing on a variant of the Model Y, this could be a Model Y Performance, our first spotting of a Model Y Performance, but also China market testing and performance would be kind of a weird one, because usually the US market gets a Model Y Performance or Model 3 Performance sooner than other markets. But very interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Are you waiting for any of these vehicles, a cheaper Tesla, the Roadster even, or even a Model Y Performance or cheaper robotaxi when they are actually coming out. But here's a little bit of analysis. 3 vehicles of interest. One under the light wrap on the right, looks like a Cybercab shape. One on the left behind the Model Y, you can see a gold nose, another Model Y or something else. And behind that, there appears to be another vehicle under a black cover. What is that? And so certainly a lot of vehicles, and Tesla does this. They will hide vehicles in plain sight, or I guess in this particular situation, they're actually hiding them, but in the back of their latest vehicles, or latest videos. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Marlo, when do you think the interest rate will decrease? That's a good question. I'm not sure. We haven't really seen too many fluctuations on that at all. Technically, 5.99 is good relative to the competition in market, but I mean, they're really working on lease payments. As you've noticed, the Model 3 dropped $50 a month in the lease, and we could see Model Y doing the same as well. Matthew, that would be awesome. Would be ordering one in April for sure. Yeah, I think April, May is my current prediction for a non-launch Model Y. Francisco, when will the 0% APR come with the new launch edition? I don't know. 0% probably like Q4 of this year, but I don't think launch edition will last all the way till Q4. Lucas, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. 007, did I hear it right when Tesla will offer front bumper camera for older Model Y? I think I saw something about that as well, but I think that might be like a retrofit for older Model Ys, and because we saw like one of the newer computers, a hardware 4 computer on the legacy Model Y had like a front camera port, and so maybe there's a situation where you could potentially put in that computer in your old Model Y and then wire in a front camera and pay for it and be good to go at the end of the day. In this next topic, Tesla has discounted insurance for your Tesla vehicle through Tesla Insurance, but only in California. Here's a new announcement. Just want to make sure you are aware of it. Tesla has announced a new insurance program in California underwritten by Tesla themselves. Currently, Tesla Insurance can switch their policy to be underwritten by Tesla and receive a small discount. And that discount is a one-time discount of 3%. And so if you're paying $100 to $200, $300 a month, I mean, I guess that's $3, $6, $10. I'm not sure if it's actually worth it, but still, either way, definitely check your Tesla apps and see if you got this notification so you can save a little bit of money and see how it actually goes in the long term. But let us know what your thoughts on it, and let us know, did you actually get this notice in your Tesla insurance application? In this next topic, Model Y range numbers have officially been announced. One thing that was posted in that video for Model Y that I completely missed it, and so shout out to Sawyer for catching this. Today, Tesla has officially confirmed that the new Model Y long range all-wheel drive gets an EPA range of 327 miles. But the one thing here is it actually says EPA estimated, so maybe it's not actually estimated or confirmed yet, but still 327 miles, which is great. It's fantastic. That's up from their previous version of the Model Y, the Legacy, the old and busted, at 320 miles of range. So a nice increase, and then exactly a 5.14% increase. But this is good news because now that the Model Y is coming out, and certainly a non-launch will be coming out in the near future, we'll start to get things, or start to get more news or more official announcements of a Model Y long range rear-wheel drive. And the Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive does fantastic in terms of range. There's people that have posted screenshots all the way up to almost 400 miles of range on one battery. And so certainly if a long range comes out, or rear-wheel drive comes out, we could potentially get about 353 miles of range, which would be way up from the 337 on the current Model Y. And so this has got me pretty excited because range is pretty nice, especially when you reach past or get up to that 400 mile range mark. We had a Model S before in the past, and we drove it all the way to San Diego from Los Angeles and back, and still arrived back in LA with like 37% of the battery, and that felt fantastic to be able to do that. And so range, yes, if you own a home charger, it's not that big of an issue, but still it's nice to be able to go long distances and just charge less than you would need to, which is nice as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Will the interest rate drop to at least 3% by March or April? If I had to put money on that, I would say 70% no and 30% yes. but maybe actually like 50-50, because I would imagine Tesla, well, I guess it depends. Like on the old Model Y, I would say so. We could see a 3% interest rate. In the new one, definitely not for a long time. Randall, do you see a price drop on the Tesla taking away the 2,500 referral program on the Model 3? I think Tesla will take the 2,500 referral program away on the Model 3, and they'll introduce like a promotional APR offer in lieu of that. I think that's what they'll do. IT, does Tesla have a track record of having many production or manufacturing issues when releasing a new Tesla car? Do I ask? I think you know why. IT Daddy, nice one there. I would say in the past, yes, there was tons of issues, but now watching and tracking the new Model 3 release, there really hasn't been too many issues. But Cybertruck, ooh, yeah, tons of issues. But if you think about Cybertruck, brand new line, brand new build, brand new everything. And so, yes, it's going to have issues. But Model 3, they've been building Model 3 for years, and then they just retooled it, did a new design. And I really haven't heard too many fitment issues on the Model 3 on the new one. And so I would imagine the new Model Y, when it releases, is not going to have too many issues out of the gate. And so I've got confidence on it. But you never know at the end. It still is Tesla at the end of the day. TJ, how many of these Juniper orders are older Model Y conversions? Are we going to see way more 2021 to 2020 versions for the sale on the used market? I would say a lot of them are. Tesla, I want to say I've seen some reports, they've got like the highest loyalty rate. People that buy Teslas will buy other Teslas and will continue to buy Teslas. And it makes sense. The technology of Teslas, like the ecosystem, the screen and all that stuff, the app, once you get one, you understand it and you just want more, and you don't want to really drive anything else. And so, yeah, I would say it's probably like a 90% people, just Tesla owners, just buying another Tesla. 007, I bought a 2 terabyte SSD to replace the 128 gigabyte, but my Tesla service manager told me that third-party SSDs may mess up the Sentry camera system. I haven't heard of that. We used to use like a Samsung T5. I've since just stuck with the Tesla one because it's good enough. You really don't need that much storage, and every time it runs out, you can just clear it and move on and just reuse the same stuff over and over again. And so certainly it doesn't really make sense to have that much unless you really just want to store each and every thing out there and just continue to do that. So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian, but my all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone, and I forgot there was one thing I wanted to show you all, but I guess I closed it already. It seems like China is doing some bigger discounts on the Model Y Performance, but it's actually not that much bigger. It's like, I guess it's exciting to see that they are doing discounts, but it's really on the Model Y Performance, not like the other one. But I swear I saw something that Model Ys were sold out. Maybe it was Model Y Long Ranges. The old and busted version was sold out in China, but they're doing an extra discount on top of these, 100,000 yuan, which sounds like a crazy amount of dollars, but I swear I just did a conversion and that's like $1,300 US. So cool to see, but also I guess Tesla China's vehicles are much cheaper than the US as well. So $1,000 or $1,300 is much more when the price of the vehicle is like $30,000 to $40,000. But actually, that's the price of the vehicle here as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.